If we lived forever, would you still care about what you're doing today? I'm just going to ask you one more time. If we lived forever, would you still care about what you're doing today? I think a lot of us think the answer is yes, but in reality, the answer is no. If I could live forever, or if you live forever, you could master skateboarding in 100 years, but would it matter? No. Death forces us to make choices. Death is the great equalizer of all men. Death is a scary topic because it's like one day we're all gonna die, and it's like, ooh, I mean, I don't really know what comes after death. Like, that's just scary. Like, one day I will not exist. One day I will not see the world to the way I see the world or comprehend it. But because of that, it forces us to make choices. It forces us to make a purposeful decision. It forces us to think about how we spend our time. It forces us to think about who we spend our time with. It forces us about impact or what we do. I think YOLO, like you only live once, it's a great understanding, but I think it causes us to live very loosely because it tells us not to live intentional. But I also think it's also how you frame YOLO. These are thoughts that happen in my head too often. But hey, yeah, because we're all gonna die one day, not everybody lives to 30. Not everybody lives to 20. Not everybody lives to make certain decisions. But in all honesty, death allows us to make choice. And I honestly, personally think that the greatest gift that we're given in this world is choice. Because death is not our choice that we all kind of have to face. Not kind of, we all have to face. It forces your decisions to matter. Because I will die one day, I know I'm probably never gonna do drugs. It just doesn't seem like something I want to waste my life doing. If I knew I would live to 80 years old, I'm currently 20. That means I have 60. I'm turning 21 soon, but that means I have 59 years left. I wouldn't want to waste 1 year of my life doing drugs. But for some people, they'd be like, I have 59 years. Let me just do this and that. But death forces you to make choices of who you want to become. But I don't think we all realize the importance of these choices. Like they say, my uncle actually told me, like, we can make whatever choices, but we don't choose the consequences. And the consequence of all life is death. And it's a beautiful thing, but that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, I want to just ask again, if you didn't die, would what you're doing today matter? If it doesn't, that's something you should think about and maybe act on it. But yeah, that forces you to make choices. And I would ask, what choices are you making?